First of all, you did a fantastic job in this movie, so congratulations. When you found out that you got the role of Cedric, first reaction, freaking a little bit?
No, everyone thinks I should have done. Well, maybe I should have done, but I read the book before the audition, and I kind of there wasn't any part of the character which I didn't think I could play. And the thing is, so that's probably, I don't know if that's arrogant or not, but it's kind of, but I just felt like quite at ease with it, and I went into the audition, to my second audition, really confident. Like I read it in a day, and I just thought, yeah, I could do that. And so I went, and I think that confidence helped a lot with getting the part. And so yeah, I just really wanted to do it really well because I'm still young and everything, and a relatively inexperienced actor, and because there's so many famous actors in it, and so yeah, I don't know. So I was just concentrating a lot, and I put quite a lot of work into it at the beginning, and so I ignored all my nerves just by sitting looking at the script and reading the book like 10 times all the time, which was probably pointless. But
well, no, I mean, let's talk about that, because here you are, I mean, just reading a little bit about you, you're a pretty well-rounded guy. You like music, you like sports, you obviously did well in school, I'm sure. Now you're playing this guy who is pretty well like you, I think.
Yeah, I think I've made most of it up. I think, yeah, especially like for the audition. Like I was like, so do you do a lot of sport? Like, yeah. Like, sort of. I do a lot of pool, like darts, play cards.
Hey, it works.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I hope I'm not that close to my character. I'd hate him. Like I used to hate everybody like Cedric in my school, and that's why I hate. Like, they made me style my hair like Cedric in this interview. No, I don't care.
So when you get on this set and you're really realizing for the first day that you are on a Harry Potter movie. Okay, come on. What was that like for you? You had to have been a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Well, that's weird because I started off doing the maze first, and so I was just with Daniel Radcliffe for about 2-3 weeks, and I was with the second unit, which is smaller. Like, it was quite a small crew, and just with Mike Newell directing it, and as Dan was doing school at the time, I was basically just sitting by myself for ages. And at the time, I wanted to be taken really seriously as an actor, so I used to just sit around, just drinking coffee all day and trying to look really intense. So I kind of. What was the question? I'm completely lost.
Well, just about being nervous about being in the scope of this type of film.
It was a bit. But I think because it started off quite small in the maze and stuff. And the shooting was very isolated. It was with a steady cam and just with 2 guys just running around. And also it was quite, the scene involved you being quite nervous. And so it all kind of worked out. And then all the big scenes with all the big adult actors, they all came after a month into it. And so I knew the crew and I knew most people. So I was quite comfortable by that point. So it all worked out quite nicely.
Now tell me about when you first met Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, I'm sure that the older veteran actors kind of made you guys feel pretty well at home. What was it about Daniel, though, that, once you started working with him, kind of really impressed you about him?
But I knew, I watched the first 3 movies, and you can tell in the last one he's getting better and better, and I could tell he was going to, and also I like the fact that he's grown, like, because he's stayed. He's been consistent. Like, he's not he hasn't been watching, like, I don't know, Johnny Depp or something, and then try to be Johnny Depp in the fall or something like that, or something weird. He's been consistent in his character, and if he does that through all 7, that'll be really interesting. And I think I knew, because he's really good in this one, like, and I knew from the beginning that he'd be really good, and especially like when I was doing scenes like when he's holding my body and stuff, I was quite like moved by what he was doing, and and because he's not that young anymore, but like he was quite young, and I was really impressed by it. And he's and also the fact that he has to switch between doing school for 5 hours and then immediately get called on set to do anything, And he can just, his mind, I don't know how he does that, because I just wouldn't be able to.
Mm-hmm.
And he has constant energy as well, like, and he's always in a good mood. Like, he's a good guy to work with. He's very professional.
And he loves music.
Yeah. Yeah, he introduced me to a couple of bands as well, which I hadn't listened to before.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
And I know he's a prankster, but has he grown up? Did he pull any pranks on you?
Not really, actually. Well, he might have done, or maybe I just didn't notice. It's just like, yeah, I don't know.
You were too into your character.
Yeah.
Take me back to the Yule Ball. Reliving that must have been just a phenomenal experience being on that set.
Yeah, the set was incredible. It was the set was the most amazing set I think I've seen in it. It was the whole Great Hall covered in ice, and they just did it over like a week or something. They changed the whole Great Hall set. It was amazing, but yeah, just a little bit when I don't know. Yeah, you've seen it, haven't you? Yeah. When we're coming out of the carriages into the snow and like walking into sort of the flame-filled courtyard. I know it's wicked. Like, it's exactly what you'd want to see in a ball. And yeah, but I think the Yule Ball is more attractive to all the people, the girls who read it. I never really thought, oh, I can go to the ball or something. Like,
What, your prom wasn't like that at all?
I didn't have a prom. I had like, but there were only 6 people in my year at school, and so like. I never went to school. But like,
Well, you made up for it in this film.
Yeah. It was nice. It was like my end of school prom.
Excellent.
Sort of.
Now tell me a little bit about the challenges you faced doing the underwater scenes. That must have been really hard.
Yeah, it was quite because even though in all my press release says I'm really good at swimming and sports and stuff, I'm actually not. so I had to kind of get better at swimming very quickly, and just sort of holding your breath for 30 seconds or whatever seems like it's relatively easy, like if you're just kind of swimming around on holiday or whatever, but having to do it on cue, and when they say action, and you have to just swim from there to there, but you can't see anything. That's the annoying thing, and also you've got to be acting. It was kind of. Yeah, there are a couple of times where you think you're swimming towards the diver with the breathing apparatus, and then you find it's just like something in the water, and you're like, and then you just don't know what to do, and then they film your stupid face just like screaming underwater,
And you're like,
and then everyone starts laughing. It's just like, oh, great.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. You don't have obviously a lot of scenes with Emma and Ron, but just tell me, and Ron and Rupert. I always call him Ron, and I don't know why, but anyways, and Rupert. But tell me a little bit about your impressions of them too. You know, just being with these people who've been in these films all along, meeting them, and what it was like meeting those two.
Yeah, I thought they were really cool. We had this bonding week at the beginning, and I did a lot of improvising with Rupert, and he's really he's incredibly funny. Like, he's just as a real person, and just because he's funny in the film, obviously, but he's like really versatile doing acting, and like Emma as well. Like, she just does it. Like, she's an actress, and she always has been, and she's just an incredibly intelligent young person, and they're very impressive people.
This has obviously had to have hit you. I mean, this is massive movie worldwide. I don't think there's anybody on the planet, in any country around the world, somebody has seen this film, right? Is that starting to sink in, and are you thinking about what's going to happen to you after people start seeing you in this movie? I mean, I know you've done other things, but this is a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it. Like, it's sort of because it's all so enclosed at the moment because it hasn't been generally released. And like just seeing the poster, and I was like, oh, that's a good poster. But like you don't really think about it. Just strangers seeing it, going, hey, that guy on the poster. Like, it's kind of, I don't really know what it's going to be like at all.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to take the leap to North America and possibly start making films there, or what's your goal now?
Well, I've been staying in LA for a little while, and I'm going back in a couple of weeks. But I got an LA agent the other day, so so hopefully something will happen.
Well, I'm sure we will be speaking to you again. You did a wonderful job in this, and
Well,
keep up the great work. It's lovely to talk to you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Hi.